Hey everybody, this is Jim with Song Tripping. Welcome back. I'm going to do a Christmas holiday album review, and this is a reissue of a 1964 LP by Steve Lawrence and Eydie Gorme. That Holiday Feeling. This is the expanded and remastered version that has been issued on Reel Gone Music, and it's on CD. And you get an expanded remastered edition. You can find this at reelgonemusic.com. You can also stream it, as I have done on TIDAL. There's some news to report here. So Reel Gone Music is going to work or be working with Stephen Eydie's son David Lawrence and his wife Faye, and they are going back through the entire catalog of Steve and Eydie recordings, and they're going to offer updated annotation and fresh remasterings directly from the original tapes. And I think this is the first one in that series, That Holiday Feeling expanded and remastered. Now, I don't have this in my holiday LP collection. I do see it in the used stores, and next time I see it, I'm going to pick it up just because I'd like to have it, and I do like Steve Lawrence and Eydie Gorme so much. But the single, That Holiday Feeling, which is the kickoff track on this album, appeared on a Very Merry Christmas Volume 4. It is the lead-off track here, and this album is one of my all-time favorite Christmas compilations. I've done the whole series of Grant's Christmas albums, and this is in my top two. Volume 3, Volume 4 are, I think, my very favorites of the whole lot. And this, when Steve and Eydie are on this one, That Holiday Feeling, the single, to me, this was the album I would play as a kid to kick off the holiday season, because nobody kicks it off quite like Steve and Eydie. So I wanted to do a run-through of the tracks here and just give you some brief thoughts on what I'm hearing and seeing. We start off with That Holiday Feeling, perhaps the best album, the best song on the album, and this is a holiday album that really swings. So the arrangements are just killer. I mean, you've got great brass, you've got great big band sound, and That Holiday Feeling is one of these sort of trademark Steve and Eydie duet songs where they sort of have this patter going back and forth, exchanging lines, and it's quite flirty and sexy and fun and spirited, and just some corny jokes in there and all the rest of it. It's just so much fun, That Holiday Feeling. Then we have White Christmas. This is a really fine version of that song, of course, by the great Irving Berlin. Winter Wonderland, another quality track. Some of these songs are slowed down. Some of them feature either Steve or Eydie, and then some are brought together. We have a good rendition of the Christmas song, and Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. All the standards are on here. Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Sleigh Ride, Let Me Be the First to Wish You Merry Christmas, Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow. That one's a lot of fun. What Are You Doing New Year's Eve? Really nice version of this one. That Old Christmas Spirit. Happy Holiday. And the First Noel. Get you to the bonus tracks. So let's talk a little bit about the bonus tracks. Lots of good stuff was left off the original release, and several of these songs could have easily made the cut, and it's nice to get these extras that I've never heard before. Baby It's Cold Outside. Really, really fun version by Stephen Eydie. This one is worth mentioning. Go Tell It on the Mountain, that Negro spiritual gospel song. Steve Lawrence doing this with a gospel choir. It is certainly an oddity. It kind of works, and it's sort of weird at the same time. I think I can understand why they left it off, but it's a very spirited version, and Steve really does a pretty good job with it. My favorite things, that song from The Sound of Music. White Christmas, another version of it, another take. It Came Upon a Midnight Clear, really lovely bonus track. Hurry Home for Christmas, composed by Eydie and Steve and Joe Mala. 'Twas the Night Before Christmas. So that's what you got going there. It's really, really lovely what they're doing here with this. Now, just a few remarks just on the style and what I like about the album. Well, first of all, these two performers could really, really sing. I mean, Steve is definitely cut from the Frank Sinatra crooner mold, and he does it very, very well. He has this rich, sonorous, I guess you'd call it a baritone. Just really, he can do that. He can do it quite well. Eydie has just powerful pipes, super melodic, super expressive, a sweetness to her vocals, and she's just superbly talented. And then you bring the two of them together, and you've got the fact that they were a married couple too. I mean, there's just chemistry there. There's like huge amounts of chemistry. It's really lovely, and they sing on pitch. I mean, they don't need auto-tune. These are people who could just flat out sing and walk into a studio and get it done. And it's just super impressive. And the arrangements here are really, really fine. I mean, like that, this was sort of a golden age of pop song arranging, and there's just like so much novelty and creativity, and every song is slightly different, and it seems like the arrangers and conductors here, musical direction was really, really trying hard to breathe life into this holiday album. So it's just from start to finish a pleasure. And I have streamed it on TIDAL. I don't know if I'll get the CD myself, maybe down the line. It's a pretty good price. Last I checked at Real Gone Music, they have it on sale for $13.99. That's very respectable price. But for those of you who prefer to stream it, it's there, the whole thing. I think the sound quality of the remaster is quite good. Nothing really harsh about it. Very easy listen. And this is just vintage holiday 60s pop music. Really, really just a pleasure from start to finish. So let me know what you think of this album. If you have enjoyed it, if you grew up with it, if you've listened to the remastered and expanded edition, what are your thoughts on the sound quality, and anything you want to talk about, add a comment. And I hope you liked the video and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon.